on the south side. But we'll have yoga by the river. Pancake breakfast starts at 7:30. Then we've got a bike rodeo going on at 9 o'clock at the Y. Yoga for gardeners at 11 o'clock in Grandmother's Garden. We've got 11 o'clock the Columbia Greenway Rail Trail Quest. We've got pollinator gardening going on at 1 o'clock at Grandmother's Garden. Run America's Fastest 5K at 1 o'clock from Westfield State down to Elm Street, and there'll be a big block party from there. Time in Westfield, phenomenal musical play that's been written by Kathy Palmer with music by Marion Dunk. Those rehearsals are going on right now, and that's going to be that afternoon at 2 o'clock in the Westfield Women's Club. And then at 5:30, we've got the Children's Carnival Games and 1,000 hot dogs being given out by Sue Figge and Lisa Sullivan and their hot dog team at Amelia's Garden. And then we've got a Beach Boys tribute band playing in the fields behind the Boys and Girls Club at 7, and then the big fireworks show at 9 o'clock. I can safely say it'll be the largest show that Westfield has ever seen, and while it hasn't hit the papers yet, what listeners need to know is there will not be a 4th of July fireworks this year. The mayor's office has decided, because of the effort and all the funding going to support the 350, that just a couple of weeks later was just too much for them to pull off. So they're not going to go with the 4th this year, so this will be a combined
This will be
show.
the big one.
This will be the big one, so people definitely want to come out for it. But what a way to start your day with pancakes, because I love it. I'm going to be getting around to as many different things as I can, probably be on my bike because there's so many different things going on. But we're going to try to get around, and I'll be in to get my pancakes, to get my energy up.
All right.
Because we got a lot of stuff going on that
We'll give
day.
you a special pass so you can skip the line.
Oh, you're good. So what do the Scouts use the funds for?
Well, if there are funds left over, which is still a question mark, because we're going to help both troops in town.
Right. What are the numbers of the troops?
821 and 109.
Okay.
So 109 is at St. Mary's, 821 is at Blessed Sacrament.
Okay.
Combined, we probably have 60 or 75 scouts at any one time, Boy Scout age, which is 11 to 18.
Okay.
And they and their families are going to be help run this thing. If there's money left over, it will go to those troops, and they'll use it for camping activities and supplies and all that kind of stuff. It's very expensive to do certain things in scouting. You have to have tents and cooking gear.
Sure.
And, we try to raise funds to send kids to camp that can't, spend their own money, or to do some high adventure things. Like this year, our group is going to Grand Tetons in July.
Wow.
So, that's
really?
a big expense. Yeah, about 10 days out in Grand Tetons.
How many kids go to that?
This will have 12 right now.
To the Grand Tetons?
Yeah. We've been to
Can I sign up?
No.
Oh, my God.
Well, you've done some of the canoe things.
I have.
A couple minutes, but we've done 100-mile trips in the Adirondacks. We've been to 7 national parks, Grand Canyon and Bryce and Zion, Sequoia, Mount Whitney, Yosemite, Glacier, and Grand Tetons. But we went to Grand Tetons before. We're going back again with a different group.
Well, just the logistics of getting that many people, airline tickets, planning food and meals, and those are great experiences for kids when it comes to really planning and thinking about.
Yeah, we play worst case scenario game. We only have a couple minutes here, but
no, we've got time.
Okay, so worst case scenario game. We bring in the parents too, as well as the kids, because we want them to think about what happens. What if like fires? We've had a couple instances. We were in Glacier and Yosemite just before giant fires. So a week before. So you never know when you're going out there what happens. And so we have to think about that. If you're in the middle of a canyon somewhere and there's a wildfire, what do you do? How do you get out? What if somebody falls and breaks a leg? What if somebody, I had an incident in the Grand Canyon. I just ran out of energy because of the salt. I lost so much salt. So what do you have to do? And you have to plan for those things. And,
sure.
In our case, we always use 4 adult leaders on any of these high adventure trips. So if you have to break apart, you still have 2 adult leaders with each group. But you think about first aid things. And so,
you have to. Right.
But a lot of times when we do worst case shenanigan, we deal with parents who say, where are they going to go to the bathroom? Like, there's spiders and there's bears. And
it's called nature?
Yeah, spiders and bears and snakes and...
Oh, my.
You have to think about all those things. And you actually do, when you're in the national parks, you actually get pretty darn close to some of these things.
Right.
But you have to just be prepared and think about it. And
Yeah.
It's a good lesson for the rest of your life.
It really is, and I think that's the value of scouting, like any of the youth organizations with Boys and Girls Club or Y or Girls Inc. or any of those. It's allowing kids to test themselves. We are a pampered society today, and you know what? You got to go out and push yourself a little bit, quite frankly. Get dirty, and don't be afraid to skin up a knee or a hand, and not worry about it. But it's also problem solving and knowing how to handle stress and planning and what happens in an emergency and being able to think clearly. But there's so many tangible benefits that come out of that.
Yeah. No, that's why I've done it for so long. I think it's a great learning experience, a great life experience for so many different things. And it's not only about getting dirty, it's about handling getting dirty, and it's about working with a team of people to do something. And that's one of the things the kids really learn. We don't tell them that, of course. We don't sell it for that, but when you read the Scout Oath and Law and you think of all those really cool things, it's a pretty good way to live your life. We don't sell it that way, but trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind. Those are all things.
They call those soft skills.
Yeah. Right. So show up for the pancake thing. Help us out. We're going to sell some tchotchkes too. I didn't mention that, but I'm ordering a bunch of coffee cups with the 350 logo and some wristbandy things with the 350 name. And
nice.
A lot of stuff that's going to be, a few bucks. It'll help, raise funds for the participants again. It's to give people a low-cost commemorative. I know we've got the coins and scarves and hats and the bricks out there that are selling pretty well, the books. But for kids
seller.
and, convenience that are $5 and less, we'll have a bunch of little things like that are available at Pancake Breakfast.
Right.
We'll have some of the leftover wooden nickels so people can buy sets of the wooden nickels.
Oh, nice.
That was one of the questions that comes up a lot is, we got people that, I don't want to trape around town and dig, I don't want to walk in the woods and get a wooden nickel. Can I just buy them somewhere? So we'll have some of the leftover ones for sale at the Pancake Breakfast.
We're actually putting a set of them at our special events committee with Mary O'Connell on Monday. I brought the package of nickels that you had given me to show her. We're putting those in our time capsule.
Right.
So that'll be a part of what the 400th will look at when they open the time capsule 50 years
All the
from
coins have numbers on them, 1 to 1,000. And all the number 400s are going to go together and be in that time capsule.
Oh, awesome.
So, and we have the number 350 on sale on eBay as an auction thing. We're trying to, we're not making a lot of money on wooden nickels, by the way. It costs us $350 per 1,000 to print.
Okay.
And that's what we charge the people to be a sponsor. So we're not making a lot of money. But the 350 set, 0350, is online as an auction. We're hoping to get $350 for it and help offset some of the 350 expenses.
Oh, yeah.
So bid often on eBay, and hopefully you'll win a 350.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to, before we go to our final break here, just a couple of quick commercial messages, and just remind our listeners that on the weekend of May 17, 18, and 19 is the big birthday weekend. We hope that you're going to come out and be a part of this. The 350 committee, who I am deeply grateful to and indebted to for their loyalty and their hard work and their commitment to this great city that we live in, has really been working hard to put a lot of activities together for the 3 days. And this is for Westfield. It's for you, the listeners, your friends, your family, people who've grown up here. I just was on the phone last night, Pete, with a 100-year-old gentleman who grew up here in Westfield, lived on Bates. Is up in Amherst right now, but he was just down here with his daughter this past weekend, driving around looking at his old home. And
nice.
They were asking me where they could watch the parade, and so I was giving them some ideas of logistically. And so I know we've got a 103-year-old gentleman that's going to be in the parade as well, and but we're really excited about. Really, as I said, for me, it's always been about civic pride. It's about loving our city, not taking it for granted, and really appreciating all the wonderful attributes and features that makes Westfield Westfield, between Stanley Park, Grandmother's Garden, Boys and Girls Club, Ice Rink, Children's Museum, YMCA, the new bike trail, the rail trail, our schools, churches, Bay State Noble Hospital, our own newspaper, the Westfield News, has been phenomenal to us with Patrick Berry. There's so many qualities that really make Westfield Westfield, and I want people to really understand the fact that few communities our size or even larger have as many things as they do. We have a rack card. I'm going to put it in front of the camera for those of you that can see it, and on our podcast you'll see it. But we do have a rack card that does list all of our activities,
which is up on Channel 12.
It'll be it is on Channel 12.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you, Pete, for doing that. But you can find the rack card. We're starting to put these around different businesses and stuff. But you can definitely get anything and everything that we have at the Westfield News. They are basically our depository. Thank you, Patrick Barry, for that. So you can buy the T-shirts. You can get the commemorative 350 coin that we have. The one of the really fun selling items that we have are the original cobblestones. When Westfield streets were dirt in 1892, they started paving them over with these quarried cobblestones, and they're big and they're heavy. And so we are taking them to Smith Memorial Monuments, and they are etching out and opening, and then they're cementing in these coins. And we're only selling them. They cost us about $15 to do between all the work and the coins. We're selling for $20, so we're not making much. But it has been a very popular seller because for people, it's
How about one?
Piece of. Oh, you've got one?
We have one. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Mine's angled though. Mine's not like just a regular block. Mine's like a triangle.
And they're all different.
Well, I saw it. I'm like, that one's mine.
Yeah, oh, that's
I told
funny.
Patrick that one's mine.
Yeah, and I haven't even seen. As soon as he gets them, he sells right out.
Yeah.
So we just took another 50 up there the other day. Patrick's been really good on that. But we've got we're going to have pennants for all the kids. We've got glow rings at the children's carnival. The children's carnival is really going to be fun, and I hope people come out on Saturday at 5:30 to 7. We really want to do something for the kids before we get into the Beach Boys concert and the fireworks. We've got 1,000 hot dogs, as I mentioned earlier, being given out by Figgy's and Sullivan's and her whole team there. She's got a whole crew of people sponsoring that themselves. But we've got inflatable, all kind of carnival games. We've got the photo. If you want to have your family photo in our Westfield Family photo album that's going to go into the time capsule, come down, because we'll have photos being taken at the pancake breakfast. They're setting up there, but also at the children's carnival. So there's going to be a lot of things going on. Definitely on Sunday, though, key in on the community parade. It will be setting off at 1 o'clock from Stanley Park. For those of you who are marching, staging starts at 11. We need you to get there early because I think it's going to be a big crowd, and we're using both the Stanley Park and the Westfield State University property to divide the parade with all the floats. We've got about 45 floats and bands. Mummers will be following this up, and our last event to commemorate this entire celebration will be on the green. When the Mummers get to the green, they will be going over the green and giving us about a 20-25 minute concert performance. And we've got the culinary team shop out of Westfield Technical Academy and also the Westfield High School.
Yeah, I heard they're tag teaming.
They're tag teaming. They're baking us. They're doing it now. They're baking a minimum of 1,000 cupcakes, because what's a birthday party without cake? So originally I was thinking sheet cake, and I said, that's getting messy. And then we came up with the idea of cupcakes, and I've asked them, we're paying for all the batter and all this stuff as well.
Materials, yeah.
The materials, I've already given them $500 for that, and I'll give them more money. But I'm hoping that they'll make another maybe $1,500 or $2,000, because I think we'll go through the
you'll
cupcakes.
Go through 1,000, no problem.
Yeah, that'll be given out in the gazebo, the music shed on the green, while the Mummers performance is going on. And if you have cake, you have to have ice cream, and we're getting 1,000 Hoodsie Cups donated by Hood Ice Cream. I've just got Mary O'Connell's going to be bringing them up. I said, Mary, wear your jacket, put your air conditioning up as high as you can so that the ice cream doesn't melt on the way up. But it's going to be a great weekend, everybody. You can find information on our website, Westfield350.org. Go to our Facebook, Westfield 350. And also the Westfield News carries all of our information. So if you're looking for news on that, you can. Also, for any updates and stuff, we have stuff going on Channel 15 through my good friend Pete Coles here behind the board. And we are going rain or shine, but if there's any changes, just go again to Channel 15.
Yeah, we can run a crawl.
The website,
yeah.
Our Westfield350.org website, Facebook, and Westfield News again to keep updated. But other than that, we're hoping that everybody will come out. The only other thing that I'll say before I sign off is that we're asking all of the citizens and the businesses of Westfield, show your civic pride, dress up your homes with lights, dress up your businesses with lights. Let's make Westfield look like a giant birthday cake, just as we have the big birthday cake on the green. So show some civic pride, just have some fun with it. If it's nothing more than decorating a bush or whatever, but take your old Christmas lights, bring them out. Let's get Westfield really looking special. Let's have some fun with it. May 17, 18, 19. Happy birthday, Westfield 350th. It is 9:06 in the morning. My name is Harry Rock. You've been listening to Rock on Westfield. I want to say thanks to Dave Flaherty, who has been our outstanding guest this morning.
Let me just jump in and say thanks to you, too. You've been doing this for 2 years.
Yeah.
People don't realize this. You're retired, and your retirement job is volunteering to do this, and you spend lots and lots of hours.
I also say thank you to St. Anne.
Yeah, exactly. Anne is an angel. But really, you're working more than full-time job as a volunteer. And people need to recognize that. I mean, the people that are involved know how much work this is. But the people in the community, the first thing they'll say is, I tripped over a pothole on the way down the parade, and they'll blame you or the mayor or me or something. But really, you've been working like a slave and a volunteer for a long, long time on this. And I congratulate you and the whole city really respects what you've done, and thank you very much. I wish we could send you on a cruise, but I don't think there's going to be that much money left over.
I think the Monday after the weekend,
I think you got to disappear and go somewhere.
The Monday after the weekend should be Harry Rock Day in the city of Westfield.
Well, it's Harry Rock and friends, because without my volunteers, I am nothing, and I really thank you for the congratulations and the accolades, but it takes a village.
It does take a village.
It has been. I've had awesome.
But it takes a captain too.
It does. Thank you.
Yeah.
I want to say thanks to Pete Coles as his continued support and help as our show producer, and I want to say thank you to you, our listening audience, who tunes in on Wednesdays from 8 to 9 for the Rock on Westfield, WSKB 89.5 FM. We're going to take you out with the Eagle Scout song, Growing Wings. Have a great day, everybody.
One night as a tenderfoot, I learned a couple of knots, which when I left the meeting, I promptly forgot. When we went camping, you had me learn them again. Then I had to teach a new boy, and they really set in. As a boy, I couldn't do all that much, just enough to barely follow along. With a little bit of practice and a lot of love, you helped my wings grow strong. Now I'm an eagle, and I can spread my wings. I can soar to the tops of mountains, no matter what life brings. I am an eagle, prepared to lift others as I rise. Seeing who needs help and what's my role. With a sharp and well-trained eye, I am an eagle. Every scout learns some first aid by the time he's first class. You taught me how to recognize signs of shock and of a heart attack. Now I know my CPR and how to treat frostbite. If I'm ever there in an emergency, you've prepared me to save a life. As a boy, I couldn't do all that much, and just enough to barely follow along. With a little bit of practice and a lot of love, you helped my wings grow strong. Now I'm an eagle, and I can spread my wings. I can soar to the tops of mountains, no matter what life brings. I am an eagle, prepared to lift others as I rise. Seeing who needs help and what's my role. With a sharp and well-trained eye, I am an eagle. I thought Scouts was all about earning a rank. Sign off on my blue card saying I'll never see this uniform again. Now I see the values that you've brought out in me. It's my duty to help others to grow their own wings. As a boy I couldn't do all that much, just enough to barely follow along. With a little bit of practice and a lot of love, you've helped my wings grow strong. Now I'm an eagle and I can spread my wings. I can soar to the tops of mountains, no matter what life brings. I am an eagle, prepared to lift others as I rise. Seeing who needs help and what's my role. With a sharp and well-trained eye, I am an eagle.